type matchup, this one. Oh, it's for all the marbles.
Yes.
As I said, who carried this lane?
Who was the real carry? We are about to find out. Brand will be the first ban from Prey. We've only seen one Brand so far, but it did very well. It was from Playlove. Callista will be the ban coming in from Madlife. It was what Prey took against Huni in the last matchup he had. We'll see what the rest will be as we get into this one. But of course, there are big priorities like Caitlyn, like Lucian, Kindred as well. Urgot hasn't seen that much play, but has been banned out a bunch.
Yes, it has. Absolutely has. Just because of that passive. The ability to get extra armor reduced, you know, a lot of the damage, so much of the damage in any AD matchup. We'll get to it if we see an Urgot. It is still available. Yeah,
Kindred will be the next ban, followed by Lucian, pretty much as we just mentioned, will be the staple bans in these 1v1s as the meta has evolved over the last day, and also IWCA. Waiting on that final ban coming in from Madlife. See what he'll bring out here. There was some discussion on whether Madlife or any of the supports will bring out a support pick. Bard is actually very good in the 1v1. Blitz would be sick to watch.
Probably not great.
Kench in the mid lane. Her fake was playing back in the day.
But the Draven has been locked in. And we look at yesterday, Huni did not let Prey have Draven. And you have to think, Madlife should know. Madlife should know you don't give Prey Draven.
Well, maybe it's another bait stress. Maybe. Just bringing him into the Draven, then dunks him with some other pick. What's it going to be? Kennen, of course, didn't even mention him. He was a major pick so far in these 1v1s. So let's see if he actually locks that in. I'm not going to talk about summon spells just yet, as that can change as we go into game. Also, when you see your opposing pick, you will want to take some time to think about what you want to do in that matchup.
Well, it is locked on Kennen. So, one thing Kennen will have in this matchup is the ability to predict Draven's movement. You can throw out the Razor Shuriken right where the axe is going to land. You either force him to reduce his own damage by not allowing him to catch the axe, or he gets one of the procs of Mark of the Storm plus the damage. So I like it. I like it from Madlife. Try and control a little bit of the space. Of course, this was blind, so
yes.
Unless that's kind of like actually the master plan here from Madlife.
Yeah, I mean, that is one of the drawbacks from Draven. You're kind of scripted in where you're going to go, but at the same time, you have a lot of damage to make up for that. So it's all really about the first couple levels, trying to get the level up, and then Draven maybe trying to get in there and punish Kennen, because his level 2 power spike isn't quite as strong as Draven's.
No, it isn't. And honestly, you have to kind of get to level 3, so you have all of your abilities available. That's when you can really start to punish people. You can still do it at level 2. We saw Reckless very effectively yesterday, actually winning the game without ever getting Lightning Rush, because he kind of won at level 2. So as long as you have the ability to Q and W and get the auto attack with the Mark of the Storm off, that tends to be enough. But as soon as you hit level 3, that's really when Kennen gets a little bit easier. Typically against melee matchups, Draven might cause a bit of a problem.
It's also the Lightning Rush as well. His E, a lot of people overlook the fact it gives you extra armor and magic resist. And that's actually quite big in 1v1s. It allows you to do this thing called trading, which will win you the game. So getting on to this next one on the Howling Abyss. Prey coming in here up against Madlife. As you mentioned, Stress, who was the real carry? We're about to find out in this 1v1. And so far, Madlife just kind of chilling out of base, just deciding what he wants to buy. And
Prey is actually respecting this. Prey was ever so slightly behind the curve on that, and doesn't actually punish Madlife for
the
this.
ultimate mind game is also, like, oh, I didn't realize the game was started.
Also, Madlife is running AP here. He is not running full AD, or, well, you know, he's going now for that hybrid style where he's going to get AP later but start with the Doran's Blade. We actually used to see this on Kennen a lot on Summoner's Rift as well, where you just have such good auto attack trading very early on. So Madlife looking to just get that early push on with the Doran's Blade. That's why we see it. It allows you now to trade very effectively onto the minions, and you kind of just ignore a lot of the actual champion trading fairly early on.
Yeah, so actually going with the setup as well, I expect him to max W over Shuriken, because it's very actually difficult to land that, as we saw. Will be stopped on minions in the same way that Mystic Shot will be in Ezreal. So actually just going for those autos, following up with Electrical Surge will probably be what Madlife is looking for, but Prey manages to get these minions down a little faster than him. Madlife has actually gone for the W first, so is going for what we were just talking about. Ward goes down, cutting the ability for Madlife to put vision.
And look at Madlife actually not looking to rush, but he's taking so much damage from it, man.
And Prey's going to hit level 2 first to get the punish off, because Madlife already took so much damage from the initial trade from Prey.
Right, and this was Madlife realizing he'd already already lost that push, so he was conceding so much room just holding the empowered shuriken as he is now, because he knows he's going to push into turret. The problem is, on this map, the turrets do different amounts of damage. The melee minions will die to 2 turret shots each without an auto attack. The ranged minions will die with 1 plus an auto. If pretty much anything touches those ranged minions, 1 tower shot will kill it.
Yeah, basically, if the melee minions even, which do so little damage, you are not getting those casting minions. It's just not going to happen. Madlife has gone for a point in Thundering Shuriken as his next level. Prey, once again, gets the level 3, so we'll have all of his abilities now, put a point in Blood Rush as well. Has control over the relic as it spawns at 125. 2 minutes 25 rather, and 1:15 is the respawn on that. So Prey will be trying to camp over that when he continues to push up. Madlife finally gets the auto down with the W follow-up, but the only way he's ever going to get the stun is if Prey is out of position for the Thundering Shuriken or is in range for Madlife to go for his E.
Oh, this is going horribly wrong for Madlife. He didn't get any of those melee minions there. He's still not 100% on last hitting under the turret. And normally, a couple of CS here and there, you may think, oh, it's not that much of an issue. But look at how many he's losing. Look at the gap that has already opened up. We're only on the 4th wave, now the 5th joining. 22 CS to 12 at this point. Madlife is falling so far behind on the minion game, but he is starting to get some damage onto Prey, but it doesn't do too much this early on.
Yeah, right now the win condition has shifted for Madlife from keeping the CS even to maybe looking for an all-in at level 6, trying to burst Prey down for the kill.
Ooh, this is dangerous here. Ooh, Madlife has gone past the minions.
Gets the stun down, but he's in range of tower, so he can't really go all-in on Prey. Prey may go back here in preparation for level 6 and just get some items under his belt.
And Madlife right there goes past the range minions, but is far enough that his auto attack doesn't actually drag the aggro onto him. So he got a little bit lucky that Prey kept moving back away, because otherwise Madlife would have taken so much damage from those ranged minions. And right now, Madlife just looking to set up the push, reset the wave, look to recall himself.
Yeah, honestly, I felt like Madlife knew that. I think he was pushing forwards enough that Prey knew he couldn't return damage onto Madlife, and going for the trade regardless of minion aggro wouldn't have mattered for him. Prey, as you can see, any damage on those caster minions means you cannot get it if it's in the tower.
So difficult. And yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, in those situations, you just have to be mindful of where the minion aggro is going to come from, because it will deal so much damage. And if a full wave of 3 ranged minions starts attacking you, every single attack is going to be the equivalent when the 3 of them attack as 1 champion.
Okay, so Prey should be first to level 6 here as he's got a couple extra minions as Madlife has only now come back into lane. Relic has spawned behind Prey, so we've got that to fall back on. Madlife should be coming up a little later as he took that second. And really looking for this level 6 now. That's a major thing that will open up this game. Big minion push coming into Madlife now. Will be very difficult for him to really push back. He doesn't have any AoE unless he can get in range for the E.
Oh, that first minion, auto Q would have killed it. Madlife couldn't quite get it in time either. Will get the second though. It's so difficult to CS here unless you can get the actual kind of angle on the Q and the autos in the right time. Madlife's doing a better job now. As I say that, he missed one as the minions aggroed onto it, but you know, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, okay, so around 10 CS ahead now is Prey, and actually first at level 6 was Madlife. I was wrong on that one. Now Prey gets to level 6, and Madlife may be looking to jump in here with the ultimate. Prey's not currently in kill range, so Madlife will want to try and get some damage down onto him, but it's so difficult with the shurikens, and if you get in range for the auto with Kennen, you're going to take 2 autos or more from Prey, which are going to hurt way more.
Yeah. Ooh, you can see there's the telegraphing of Prey now has 2 axes. How will the juggling go for Prey? This is a lot of damage if he gets 2 autos up onto Madlife. It will focus down the minions for now, though.
Taking so much damage, stand aside as well. I actually feel like Prey could have gone in for an extra auto down to Madlife, but was paying respect, being so near the turret, also with the level 6 on Madlife. But again, he's not in kill range, so definitely Prey could have gone for a 1 more auto, maybe even 2 with the attack speed now. Something that not many people know is you can, as Draven, if you have enough attack speed, you have to click Q again to add more axes into your rotation. So you can actually be juggling like 3 or 4, or like many axes. If you're max attack speed, I think I've seen someone juggle 5. Probably won't reach that.
That's pretty micro-intensive, I'm not gonna lie. If Prey can do that,
but this is all about micro.
That is true. That is true, but so much of it is about the minions. You can't just go juggling 5 axes around and run around and not care. But Prey taking a lot of damage, will trade it back onto Madlife for now. Very tense game so far, but you can see Prey has extended. Look at the lead he's got, Pulse. 56 CS to 45 right now. Prey is in full control.
Yeah, in the last 2 or 3 trades, we've seen Madlife just get ahead, or rather Prey get ahead of Madlife, just managed to get one more auto down on the retreat. And Madlife is just finding it hard to put down damage and bring Prey into kill range. And because of those double Darrens, Prey is basically up to full health again. And once again, you see the grass come out. Madlife, his window is closing rapidly.
We're at a pretty important point here, because if Prey can recall, he has the gold for Hexdrinker. He already has the longsword in his inventory, and Hexdrinker is going to go so far against Madlife. Madlife's building half AP as well. Whoa, that's not a Hexdrinker. That is not a Hexdrinker at all. That is a VF sword that he picks up on Draven. He wants to win this with a kill right now and make sure he can just take out the minion wave as fast as possible and just go fully ham on Madlife at this point. I'm a little surprised at this.
Yeah, that's interesting. And now Madlife goes back. Does he pick up Seekers?
He's got 1200. He could complete it, plus then go for added damage if he wants it.
Yeah, is it worth with the opponents at 70 CS though? Because Seeker's on guard kind of crap basically by itself. Okay. Gonna fight fire with fire, bringing out the needlessly large run as well for more damage.
Great. So one thing about getting damage as opposed to sustain on this map is that if you don't actually get the all-in, it's pointless. So, I mean, one of these players going this build path is not going to lose the game because of it, but makes the game so much harder for themselves right now. If Madlife can somehow get, you know, a full ult channel off onto Prey, if he can get that W stun and then continue to just do damage, it could be okay, but I mean, Madlife's in a tough position. Prey actually just needs to farm this out to win.
So important just right there, Madlife took the relic at full health while he was down there, so that's been denied for Prey. So if Madlife takes a fight over on Prey's side of the map, he won't have that to fall back on, and will be able to just go on this uneven playing field.
I love what Prey did right there. He had 2 marks of the storm, so he actually backs off to try and get Madlife to come into W range. The same's going to happen again. Look at Madlife trying to come out of Fog of War just to proc the stun and follow up with damage, but Prey last time efficiently traded the auto back, will ult the wave just to make it push. He's going to recall. Yeah, he's going for the CS win. He's either going to recall here or just wait for the wave to reset.
Yeah, right now being 3 waves away from winning the game, he's just going to keep farming it out. There's no real reason to try and straight up kill Madlife.
Madlife, I love it.
The side of the map.
I love it. It's great. So with the ward in the bush on Prey's side, Madlife has full control of the area behind Prey's minions. So Madlife never has to cross it and denies so much of this farm for Prey. He says, if you want to go for a CS win, I'm going to make you fight me for it. And Madlife won't take aggro from this until an auto attack lands. He can just Q out again and again and again. They can even hit Prey, and Madlife will be fine as long as the minions are just attacking his.
Yeah, literally notice this. Madlife is not even hitting the minions. He's letting it go over to his side of the map. However, he did just kill 1 minion, and now it's pushing back into Prey. So it has now been broken. The idea was fantastic.
It was great. I love it. He stalled Prey out for so long. I mean, Prey, as you said, was only, 3-4 waves away from winning this, and Madlife is trying to game the system here. Stop Prey from getting to 100.
Unfortunately, Prey is getting there very quickly. He still has a biscuit in his inventory.
Here he goes.
He has to go for the all-in. The E comes down, and Madlife, he's just not in range, and the autos are raining in from Prey. Defensive ultimate comes out, but the exhaust as well gets Prey in range, looking for the last auto. Madlife's gonna run away, but even if he goes back here, Prey is gonna be so strong in advantage in the minions. It may just end before Madlife comes back.
Yeah, Madlife right now is, one more wave as the wave joins. Madlife can join it and try and force an all-in. He has the ignite, but he stayed in base for so long. 5 minions is all it's going to take for Prey to win this game, and Prey knows it. Does he recall and safely close this out, or does he go to rush?
He's going for the minions. In comes the ultimate. 1 more minion. There it is, and the win goes to Prey.
Prey. He knew what was going on. I would love to hear some of the communication between those two on that game, especially while Madlife was zoning. I love the attempt. Madlife put up such a good fight, but Prey comes out with the Draven. So much damage to deal with, and Madlife, he gave it a good go. It's so close, just the way that Madlife was playing, but Prey, far too good in that kind of situation.
Seeing these 1v1s at the highest level was so fun to watch. All the mind games that went into that one. And literally, as you mentioned, just at the end there, with Madlife, that he was trying to freeze the minion wave to force Prey to come to him was so good. But in the end, Prey just won out.
In the end, Prey just won.
He just kind of won.
I feel like that happens quite a lot, just in general. It's like, oh, Prey won again. Okay, well, fine. Okay, not a problem. That was an awesome one.